Hello and welcome to another episode of the Stellcraft devlog. This will be probably a fairly short one, but I had a couple features I wanted to point out and show off for a little bit. So the first thing you probably noticed by now is that we now have a long distance render system. We can see pretty high up, pretty far away. We also have fog. We can reduce that fog too. The fog will be, of course, dependent on the render distance, but for now you get a glimpse of that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how far this is rendering now. To give you a better idea of how much is rendering, zoom out and see the entirety of the generated map so far. This was done using a couple different approaches, the main one being lower level of detail distant chunks. So a chunk in the game currently is 32 by 32 blocks. That might change in the future. But if we look here where the player is located, we have a pretty high level of detail chunk, and this is the highest level of detail. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, we don't have to go very far. Up to here, we can see this is the next level of detail. This level of detail does not include slopes, and it generates, see it very well, it generates vertical columns. Probably do this and then pull it out. Then we can see it does these sort of vertical columns that generate it. Want to do that. Now if we go out even further, let's see, maybe out to here or so, we can see the level of detail has dropped even further. Now this is not a very good looking tree. But here is about, I think, 2 blocks per every larger block that you're seeing. If we go out even further, it just keeps dropping. I haven't tweaked this system too much yet, but oh, we can also see the water. You can see the very kind of harsh cutoff line between the transparent water and the non-transparent opaque lower level of detail rendered water. From the player perspective, you can't really tell. I'll probably end up tweaking that a little bit more to make it a little bit more obscured, but I'm fairly happy with it. Like I was saying, this does need some more tweaking. There are other levels of detail that I've included also different sort of resolutions. So I'll fine tune that to minimize RAM use and CPU processing time. But I'm pretty happy with it. One other thing that we've added is the rounded trees. I think this was in one of the earlier versions of the game, but I hadn't come around to adding it to the newest version. So we got rounded trees, and that's kind of nice looking. I think it definitely fits the sloped feel. And I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out. I'm also refactoring the way the biomes work. The original intention was to just have biomes, but I think, I don't know, and feel free to leave a comment if you have an opinion on this. There will be kind of start 2 dimensions to it, a horizontal and a vertical dimension. Kind of if you were to look at a map from the top like this, you'd have north, south, east, west, and then there will be temperatures that will vary depending on how far north or how far south you are. And then those temperatures will impact what biome gets generated. And they may not actually be legitimate biomes. They might just pull kind of a noise map humidity plus a what do you say, latitude or is it longitude? One or the other, whichever one is north south, that will determine kind of what gets generated in different places. So for a quick example, snow will only generate up on this level where the temperature is cold enough vertically, and then snow will also only generate where the temperature is cold enough I don't want to say vertically again, but north-south. So if you go far enough north, you'll find snow is more prevalent than around the equator. If you have any opinions on that, please feel free to write up a comment and let me know what you think about that kind of idea. It's definitely not yet developed, so definitely looking for opinions. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to show off right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.